Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to The King's Speech. So I know it has been a while since I've last done one of these videos, but between work and everything else, it's been a little bit busy, so yeah, forgive me for that, but thankfully, I'm not too far behind on the Shonen Jump stuff, so we're going to dive right into some Spy Family and Kaiju chapter reactions today. As I said, what is it now, a month ago in a couple of other videos, don't expect read-throughs to come back just yet because I'm still in the middle of busy season at my work right now. Sometime closer to the start of May, I'll let you guys know if anything's changing with regards to when read-throughs and stuff are coming back. I'm going to try my hardest to start actually getting back to them in May, but like I said, depending on my schedule and everything else, how that changes, plans might change, but closer to the date, I'll let you know. So without further ado, let us dive straight into Spy Family Mission 61. And for anyone that hasn't already, the Spy Family anime has just come out with the episode 1 recently. I watched it yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous animation, really good voice acting, everything else. If you haven't already, I highly recommend you check it out. I doubt anyone that's watching this doesn't know what the series is about, so yeah, but if you don't, if you've somehow stumbled onto this, do check out the anime. It's a really great series. It's a lot of fun. I hope the anime is going to bring more people to the manga. Yeah, so without further ado, let's dive into Spy Family Mission 61 by Tetsuya Endo with translation by Casey Lowe and lettering by Arina Mappa. And we see a rumble, rumble, rumble as thunder crowds are rolling into the academy. And you see a tump as someone is walking through the hallways, through the arches. It looks like you see one of the older students standing off to the side somewhere, taking an illegal little cigarette break. You have an you have Rodden. It's like, yes, Madam Schlag. And he's like, kiss, and a fask, and a thud, and a boom, and a rump, rump. Yeah, Smoky Kid falls down unconscious, and you see this woman in a trench coat, this was a coat, not a trench coat, flanked by her flunky, walking ahead as lightning cracks overhead. And we have, I am surrounded by inelegance. Students, this recent rash of tardiness and late homework assignments has not gone unnoticed. And you see Henderson looking as grumpy as usual, going, you've grown negligent over the midterm break. Pull yourselves together. Remember that even minor infractions can add up to a tonitrous bolt. Are we clear? And you see him just staring his eye. He's like, why is he looking at me? And you see out in the hallway Becky going, I've been so absorbed in my strength training that I almost forgot to do my homework. I'd better be careful. And Anya's like, Papa's so strict. There's no way I could ever forget. And you just see an imagination bubble of Lloyd just trying to like shake Anya awake. Anya, wake up! Is your homework done? And she's just out cold snoring. And Becky's like, he's so amazing. And you see Donovan and his, or not Donovan, fucking, was it Damien? Yeah, Damien and his flunkies coming up behind him with, yeah, well, you're not always on time for class, are you? Not to mention your habit of nodding off during lessons. I'll make you a bet. You're going to be the first student in our class expelled for getting 8 bolts. And you're dumb, too. And you see Anya just going, I might need to hit him with. And Becky goes, I might need to hit you with Master Yours knockout punch for that. And he's like, hey, that's my line. He's like, oh, even you've overslept before, remember? You think you'll never get a bolt? And you see, what is Mushroom Head's name? Emil going, no, wait, Boss Man isn't some riffraff like you two. And then you see, what's the other dude? Emil and Ewan. I never remember those two names. Ewan going, that's right. There's no way that would ever happen to Boss Man. Not a chance. Lightning bolts strike down, not up. And Damien's like, guys, I don't need this kind of pressure. And they do strike up, too. If Damien ever gets a tonitrous bolt, all 3 of us will run through the school in our underpants. He's like, what? It's like, well said. And Damien is a man of his word. Right, boss man? And he's like, it's like, okay, now hold on. Like, guys, we got a big problem. And you see the giant dude running in with, Bill, what is it? What's happening? He's like, run away. Get out of here now before it's too late. It's like, what? It's a disaster! Something horrible is happening out there! So I was like, whoa, I know, right? And you see outside, so one of these, more of these senior students walking around looking a little unkempt and slovenly. And do these first years ever stop shrieking? So maybe we want to shut them up later. And you see again, Rodden. It's like, yes, Madam Schlag, as he opens up the little box he's carrying with the clink. Lauren, you see, is just full of those little Tonitrus lightning bolts, and she just grabs a handful of them and goes, unkempt uniforms, uncouth speech, conspiring to commit acts of violence. And she goes, Fzack! And she goes charging up and just smacks two Tonitrus bolts onto their foreheads. And then she just goes away with a swish and she goes, Tonitrus strike. And you have Rodden going, a most splendid bestowal of Tonitrus bolts, Madam Schlag. You haven't lost your touch. She's like, all of Swan's Klein Hall students are such a disgrace. And you see Henderson coming up behind her going, Mr. Schlag, it appears you're the same as ever. It's like, why, if it isn't Master Henderson, it's been a while. How are you? Oh, and Henderson goes, how are you feeling? And Madam Schlag goes, I'm back in peak form, as you can see. And he's like, might you be overdoing it a tad? She's like, what's this? A jest from the esteemed master of elegance himself? It seems you've gone soft on us. I heard you were put in charge of the first-year students. Is that their influence? Perhaps I'll pay those adorable little lambs of yours a visit next. Good day. And you see him just sweating slightly as Schlag turns away with a swish. And he goes, Mistress Donna Schlag of the Disciplinary Committee. They say the students of Eden Academy lived in constant fear of her severity. I guess she ended up being hospitalized for something, but now she's back. And they're like, her severity? So she'll rain Tonitrus bolts down on any student for any infraction, no matter how minor. They say she single-handedly expelled over 100 students, and that wherever she steps, not so much as a single blade of grass will grow there again. And you see her just at the top of this hill, surrounded by the collapsed bodies of all these students around her. And she's like, they call her Old Lady Tonitrus. And they're all like, Old Lady Tonitrus! And Bill's like, run away. She's already turned my classroom into a slaughterhouse. Hurry, before it happens to yours. Cough, cough. And they're like, Bill, no! He's like, what should we do? And Becky's like, duh, we get to safety, right? And you see her, what? And vroom, vroom, vroom. And Schlag Shadow just slowly sneaks up on them. And she goes, a pleasure to meet you, students of Class 1-3, and not a single one of you shall escape me. She goes, I am Mr. Schlag from the Disciplinary Committee. Do make a note of that. I'm here... then Rodden's like, I'm her secretary, Rodden. He's like, that's Lady Tonitrus, Old Lady Tonitrus. Oh no! It's like, the whole class is present, yes? Form a single file line. Prepare for bag inspection. And you see, what is this? And she pulls out a snack called Happy Naan. He's like, that's a snack for my dorm, ma'am. So did you think you were allowed to bring this on campus? He's like, no, ma'am, I know it's against the rules. He's like, rule breakers deserve a Tonitrus. And a Fzack, and she slams one onto his head. It's like, next. It's like, what are these? It's like, playing cards, ma'am. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know they were against the rules. And she's like, and students who don't bother to even learn the basic rules deserve a Tonitrus. She just slams another one with a gah! And she's just shivering and happy. And he's like, what fun. I haven't thrown a proper Tonitrus party in a long time. Who shall I punish next? Anyone will do. And now he's like, she's a monster. And Emil's like, she's punishing everyone. We're screwed. And Damien's like, relax. None of us have anything that's prohibited. And you see a shake as he shakes out the next student's bag. And he's like, where's your handkerchief? He's like, I don't have one. Tonitrus! He's like, what? Like, seriously? Just for not having a handkerchief? You have chatter. Like, silence. A student without essentials is a student without potential. There was once a student here at Eden, an honor student just one step away from Imperial Scholar. But one day he forgot to bring his handkerchief. He's like, well, I'll just wipe my hands on my pants. It's like, and because of that, it's like, whoa, nice wet spot on your pants there. You peed yourself. It's like, no, it's water. It's like, whatever you say, Mr. Pea Pants, so gross. Jeff, his life took a dark turn, and soon he was expelled as a serial troublemaker. And you see him just like one of those school bully coats with this like tomahawk. It's like, I guess Mr. Piss Pants is all I'll ever be. And it's like his life took a dark turn, and soon he's expelled as a serial troublemaker. He couldn't get a job, so he joined the anti-government resistance. But I heard the secret police caught him in the end. Whether he's dead or alive, I do not know. And she just cries like, it's like, but I never want to see that happen to another Eden student again. It's like, live by your handkerchief, die by your handkerchief. Next student. And you see Damien's flunky's just like, oh man, it's like, oh geez, where is it? Pat, pat. Damien's like, whew, it's right here. One of his flunkies goes, whew, it's right here. And Damien pats himself down and freaks out. He's like, next student. He's like, oh, yeah, yes ma'am. He's like, boss man. And he's like, it's gone. What do I do? I'm gonna get a bolt. What do I do? It's like, now we gotta run in our underpants because boss man got a bolt. It's like, I hate you, boss man. It's like, shut up. It's like, haha, ew, pervert. And you see him just imagining running through the school in their underwear. She went, no! It's like, Ewan, it's like, no, you scumbag, how could you? And he's thinking back to Becky and Anya being like, it's not a joke, jerk, butt face. He's like, I had to. He's like, I can't, but what can I do? It's like, It's like, wow, Scion Boy's freaking out. This is great. It's like, I'd never say those things. It's like, and that's not even the worst part. If I get even a single nitrous bolt, then for the whole rest of my life, I can never face my father again. And Anya's like, wait, Plan B's in danger? No more last boss? He's like, it's like, I gotta do what I gotta do. He's like, hey, and he's about to say hey when Schlag calls next. He's like, yes, ma'am. He's like, too late. And you see Anya just kind of freaking out. And then she goes with the beatific smile. She's like, Scion Boy, you can borrow my hanky, chief. And you see a shop. And he's like, she could tell? He's like, yeah, but what about you? And he's like, hey, don't worry. I thought this might happen. That's why I always bring 2 hanky chiefs. It's like mimicking Popeye. She just pats her bag. It's like, you sure? It's like, take it. It's like, thank you. Do you have next? It's like, yes, ma'am. And you see Anya be like, And she thinks of Donovan being like, or Damien going, I want to thank you, Anya. And Donovan going, I'm so happy you saved my Scion that I'll stop the war. And the world was saved. And you see Schlag going, is this handkerchief really yours? It has an A monogrammed on it. He's like, oh, yeah, it's the A in Damien. She's like, It's like, next. He walks up with a whew. Now he just walks up looking all smug. He's like, and your handkerchief? And she rustles through the bag. He's like, of course, it's right here. She's rustling through, freaking out, packing her bag. Then she dumps it upside down. And a piece of Bond's kibble just falls out. And Schlag just goes towards us with nitrous, and Anya's just freaking out. It's like, I didn't have a second one. I'm not just like Papa. And Damien's like, huh? What? It's like, you, huh? And you have it next. So Anya's just walking away, crying away her tears. Like, I messed up so bad. I only imagined bringing 2. It's like, is she really just that stupid? And now she's doing like, Damien's going, Mistress, there's been a mistake. It's just, he's like, what is it? Did those impertinent little brats try to pull something over on me? If so, they'll each be getting 2 bolts. And he's like, huh? He just grabs the back of his jacket and shakes her head no. And he's like, you. And Schlag just like, and you see a ding. And you see, can't tell you how it sickens me to be indebted to the likes of you. It's like, oh, did we miss something? It's like, I know, I'll just pay you back. Piece of cake. It's like, you're going to pay me back with cake? It's like, shut up, you moron. I'm trying to thank you. And you see as he goes, walks away on, he's like, am I getting cake? It's like, I'm not sure, but I think that was step 1 of Plan B. I may have lost the battle today, but now I know I'll win the war. And Anya goes, Papa, Scion Boy says he's going to give me cake one day. And Lloyd's like, oh, really? So you two are becoming friends? It's like, she did it. It's like, heh. It's like, oh, that's wonderful. Chloe's like, wait a minute, is that? And he sees the little lightning bolt on her lapel, and she's like, tonitrus bolt, huh? And he's like, what? It's like, tonitrus. And Lloyd's like, tonight. And then he just wobbles and falls backwards with a thump and how? It's like, Lloyd, are you okay? It's like, Papa! It's like, Stella Stars till Imperial Scholar 7, tonitrus bolts till expulsion 6. Plan B progress? Marginal, question mark, to be continued. Uh, Oh, that was really amusing. Alright, so I guess we are now introduced to the next, I guess, side character. It'll be interesting to see what or how Schlog's relationship develops, especially with Henderson, because I'm feeling a little bit of maybe romance is going to spark between those two, but we shall see if she also starts picks up on his manners, starts becoming a little bit more loosey. We'll see. As always, though, Anya's facial expressions knocked it out of the park. Yeah. Apart from that, not too much to say. It was a short, good, punchy chapter. Not one of the best ones recently, but still amusing enough. I'll be interested to see what role Schlag plays in this going forward. But yeah, like I said, I will try to get around to the others. I think there's only one more chapter that came out recently, so that one will hopefully be out by this evening on the channel as well, along with all the Kaiju chapters. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And like I mentioned at the beginning, Spy Family anime is now out, so please do check that out. If you know someone that isn't into the series yet, have them check it out, and they might get interested in the manga, because I think it really does deserve more viewership. And until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.